morning, my lovelies. Welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. Today is a Tuesday, and I like to call them Tasty Tuesdays only because we are in the kitchen cooking up some tasty things for our weekly meal delivery service. This week's menu is different because there are no onions or garlic used in all the dishes that we are going to make today. And most people are pretty surprised as to how can you get taste or how can you get flavor out of food if there's no onion or garlic. Well, I'm fasting for Navratri, which is for 7 days, and during that time I don't eat regular food, I eat fasting food, but I also do not cook with onions and garlic, not even at home. So I always give my clients the option that if they want to hop off that train for a week and then come back when we are making regular food, they can, but thankfully most people don't mind. I do have a disclaimer that sometimes there is more dairy that I use in the food during Navratri. I will make some things in ghee, or I will add heavy cream. Like this is a pea and potato curry. Good morning, Tina, how are you? This is a aloo matar, which is made with a tomato based gravy, and you can see there is heavy cream in this. This is a mixed lentil with a tempering of tomatoes and cumin seeds. There is no cream in this. It's just the consistency of the lentils. You just have to boil them out. So for aromatics, I've used mustard seeds. I've used cumin seeds, all of these. So this is all food without onion and garlic. A lot of times in Indian homes when they have a puja or they have a ceremony, then in Navratri, a lot of families don't eat onions and garlic. This is our sambar, and you can see it's chock-a-block full of vegetables. We have sweet pumpkin, we have drumsticks, there's cauliflower, carrots, beans, you name it. So I try to give as much vegetables as possible in every weekly menu. So today, two of the dishes that are loaded with vegetables, one of them is going to be Pav Bhaji, which I will make right in front of you. And these are the three others that have already been made. Besides that, I also have to make a lemon rice, and I have to make kadai bhindi, and all of that will also be without onion and garlic. Okay. Good morning, Gautam. Yes, Kina, you're right. It's very exasperating. My Instagram account got hacked, so I'm just trying to get it back. Let's see how long that's going to take. You know, these things are such a process. Geeta Sabarad, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name, forgive me, but I think it's your first time here. Please don't let this be your last time. We love having newbies join the tribe of flavor lovers. It's always exciting. Okay, so now when it comes to aromatics, there's a few ways you can add aromatics to your Pav Bhaji. First off, we are going to use a store-bought Pav Bhaji Masala. Now if you're fasting or observing any kind of dietary restriction, this is the brand that I use. I've kind of shared it a lot of times, right? This is the brand that I use, but any boxed masala blend that you buy, make sure to read the ingredients. If you're going to not put any onions in your food, but your masala has onions and garlic, then you've kind of violated that whatever restriction, right? So, hey Chaishan, hello, hi Shara, good morning. I am making food for Navratri, so no onions and no garlic in this food today. Let's jump right into making the Pav Bhaji. So I've started this pan with half butter, half oil. So butter is one of the things that brings flavor to your food, especially if you're doing if you're doing onion-free, garlic-free food. You want to add a little bit of butter or ghee to get that flavor. So the first thing that goes in is mustard seeds. I'm also going to add some cumin seeds. Now unfortunately, we didn't get a supply of curry leaves this week yet. So I'm a little exasperated about that, but hey, you know, what are you going to do? Usually I would add curry leaves at this point. To crackle a little bit. I'm going to put this away. Don't need it anymore. That's happened. Now we're going to go in with one more flavor enhancer in your Pav Bhaji, especially if you're not using onions and garlic. Use a a lot of, a lot of green peppers. And I'm going to save some for towards the end of the dish because you don't want all of them to be soft. You want a little bit of crunch for the texture. Okay, so this is going to go in and it's going to really infuse the oil with a lot of bell pepper flavor. Okay, so that's going on. Hi Melanie, good morning. Haps Happy, welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. If you follow me on Instagram, please note that my Instagram account was hacked on Sunday. I'm trying my best to reinstate it and get it back. Until then, you can find us on Facebook. I've started another Instagram page by the same name, Queen's Curry Kitchen, without the underscore. So I will be sharing some information there, but I'll try to stay true to Facebook for now. Hello Nadeem Mohammed, welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. So this is the bell pepper that I'm going to saute, and you will know it's going to be so aromatic. You're going to know when that happens, right? So we're not trying to soften them, we're just going to saute them. Let me show you some of the other prep that we have in place that is going to go into the pav bhaji. These are boiled potatoes that we have. So these are going to go in. I've already mashed them and boiled them, so that's going to go in. And then I have packets of frozen vegetables. So this will be the last thing that I am going to add in, only because it's fully cooked. I do have bags of frozen vegetables that are going to go in. Because what's pav bhaji without the bhaji? Okay, so yeah, this is going on. If you also feel challenged, like you have to cook during the Navratri time and your children at home, they're not fasting, but they want to eat street food, and you're like, well, I don't want you to eat in the streets because I don't know what they put. You can easily replicate it at home and you can make it easily without onion and garlic. Also, if you are tan and you don't eat onion garlic just as a practice, then you can try this. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the Pav Bhaji Masala. I've already shared the brand with you. If anybody's just joining in and didn't see it, I'll be happy to show you the packet again. I use Badshah brand and I feel like it's the closest taste to the Bombay Pav Bhaji. So I really trust it greatly. Just give it a gentle saute. Make sure nothing is burning. If at any point you feel like the masala is burning, just add a little bit of water. That's also the reason why we use half butter and half oil, because if you start making it in only butter, it will burn very, very quickly, okay? So you can see that the color of the masala is changing, which means that it calls for a little bit of water to be added so that it will prevent from getting burnt. Oh, good, so thank you. Okay, so I'm going to say a quick hello to all the people that are tuning in. Now the next step of aromatics that I'm going to add is cilantro. Like I said, you could have done curry leaves, but I don't have any, and sometimes at home too you'll find yourself in a situation where you're missing an ingredient. But I always say, like, don't be married to the recipe. Make the most of what you have. You can make this on a smaller scale. I'm making this for 11 people, so my story is a little different. Let me say a quick hello to Jinky Nupur. I'm going to say a quick hello to Zahid Iqbal, and Neeraj Gautam is watching, and so is Larry. Madhu Shankar, good morning, good morning. Jim Duman, welcome. Keshav Sharma, welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. I'm going to cook the vegetables. So now when you know that the oil has separated from these bell peppers that we're sauteing, we have to boil these vegetables in this stock, okay? At home, what you would do is you'll peel the potatoes and all the vegetables and you'll boil everything together separately, and then you will make this base with the Pav Bhaji Masala and onions and tomato, and then you will bring it together with lots of butter. But in the restaurant, we don't do it like that. We just have these big pots and we put all the vegetables in, and then I'm going to add and I'm going to add water so that this can boil out. And then I'm also going to add the rest of the pav bhaji, because the masala, because now it's not going to turn black on me, right? So don't be shy. I have my assistant, Mr. Rani, who is assisting us very kindly today. He's a star baker. আরেকটু জল দিতে পারো রানি, অনেক কম। So I want to submerge these vegetables in the liquid so that they're going to boil up, and I need to soften them so that they can be mashed and mushed with the back of my ladle. So that's the next process. Into this now I'm going to add in some salt. Of course, what is life without seasoning? Chaitanya, good morning. Mandaraman, hello Tim, good morning. Fairly Lou is watching, so good morning to all of you that are tuning in. For all the people that just joined in, I will show you a quick tour of all the dishes that we already made. So just give this a stir. Chetin, welcome, welcome. If you have not followed this page, please do. There's a lot of live cooking videos in real time, easy Indian cooking recipes that I share from time to time. Vipin Jain, welcome, welcome. Good morning and welcome to the Queen's Curry Kitchen. A little more of the Pav Bhaji Masala is going in. I'm practically going to put in an entire packet only because I don't want this to be under seasoned. And also once you add the potatoes in the end, you don't want it to be bland, right? As soon as you add the masala in and this vegetable boils with the masala, all the flavor actually goes inside the vegetable. So even after you mash it, the aroma is absolutely spectacular. So this is the vegetable, this is the Pav Bhaji Masala that I recommend. Let me show you the packet. It's just very, very easily available in all Indian grocery stores. It's called Badshah. Okay, so yeah. So this is going to now boil. I'm going to turn up the heat. It's on. And I am going to add in butter. I don't have Amul butter. This is just regular butter, and we'll add a little bit of butter to our vegetables so that as they boil with the masala, the butter will help the flavors penetrate inside the vegetables, and then finally we'll come back and give it a mash, and then we are going to introduce the boiled and mashed potatoes. We will finish it off with more butter and lots of cilantro. That's the plan, okay? Now for the people that just joined in, let me just do a quick recap of what we, oh, and one more thing, asafoetida. You gotta have asafoetida in your pav bhaji for sure, especially if you're cooking food without onion and garlic. Asafoetida kind of makes up for the absence of these two things, and you don't taste it when it's there, but when it's not there, you miss it. It's one of those things, right? All right, so this is our sambar, which is a lentil stew, and you can see it's chock-a-block full with vegetables. So the pumpkin, this is the sweet pumpkin, which gives it a nice sweet taste and a texture. I will also be adding a squirt of my tamarind juice towards the end of, it's almost done. So now's the time to add tamarind juice. If you're serving it fresh, you can also top it with some grated coconut for that additional flavor. And you can see it has drumsticks, it has carrots, it has cauliflower, it has all kinds of vegetables. You can also put eggplant. So sambar can be anything, just put any seasonal vegetables that you have. Again, this has no onions and no garlic. Come on over, Tim, you can have some, come over. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's almost done. I'm going to turn this off in a little bit. That's almost done. This is the lentil Tridali dal tarka. This is a combination of 3 lentils. One is a chana dal, which is Bengal gram. Another one is the green mung beans, and the third one is the yellow mung beans. Okay, and the tempering has been of tomato, fenugreek herbs, cumin, and these black dots, which are mustard seeds. So there's a lot of aroma, there's a lot of flavor that you have to infuse at every step of the way. I may put some ginger juliennes at the end to top off this lentil, and that's going to be it. When I cook for Navratri, then even though I try to stay as vegan as possible in my offerings in the weekly menu, I do tend to use some ghee, butter, and heavy cream, like this potato and pea curry right here. You can see there's a lot of tomatoes in the gravy, but then I do add a little bit of heavy cream and tomato puree to balance out the flavors and to give it a nice texture. Because without that, the tomatoes are kind of floating around separately and the peas tend to float around separately. So these are some of the tips and tricks that you can use if you're making food without any onion and without any garlic. You can definitely apply these tips and tricks and make it work for you. Okay, so this is ready. I do have to make lemon rice, for which I have already fried some peanuts, and I've fried some lentils, which are right there at the bottom. I fried the chana dal and I fried the peanuts. So this is in preparation for the lemon rice that I have to make. All of the other food that you see here, again, like I said, no onion and no garlic because of navratri. The sambar is ready, the tridali dal tadka is ready, and so is the aloo matar. This is the prep for the pav bhaji that we made, and I'll just walk you through the next processes. It will take a while for me to actually get to it, but I'll tell you verbally what we do. We are going to wait for these vegetables to boil down so that we can mush them and mash them with the back of our ladle. And then we're going to add the potatoes to it and adjust the consistency by adding water and butter, and then top it off with lots of cilantro. Here is my ginger juliennes. We're going to put that in our dal. So these are just raw ginger juliennes that are supposed to be added towards the end of the cooking process, and they really give that beautiful bite when you bite into your food. It has a very zingy, like refreshing taste. If you have kids in your house, they might hate you for it. I never liked it as a kid, but now I do. Okay, so with that, this brings us to the end of today's presentation. I am going to get off camera and complete the rest of the dishes that I have to make. Like I said, if you live in New York and you want a taste of definitely send me a DM. There are free food samples on Tuesdays for everybody, so just come by and there will be some food that will be waiting for you. Send me a private message so that I can create a package with your sample in it and you can taste it. The food is made with olive oil, as you can see. Of course, this being the Navratri week, we do use a little bit of ghee and butter and cream, which is not the norm, but we do that as an exception just to add more flavor during this time when we can't use a lot of the other aromatics. Other than that, it's just simple home style food that your mom would make. So I'm literally trying to put mom's love on a plate. And just because you came to live in America does not mean that you should not get a good meal made with love at the end of the day. Weekly meal delivery days are Tuesdays, and I deliver in Manhattan and in Queens. So definitely send a private message if you're seeing this video and you'd like to know more about the delivery service. You can call us anytime, you can email us. And if you like to cook at home and you want to cook any of the dishes that I'm making here, definitely go to my website and check out some of my ebooks. The website is queenscurrykitchen.com, and there's a lot of ebooks. There's ebooks on street foods of India, on the breads, on the rice dishes, on basic restaurant style curries. So whatever it is that you fancy, there is a cookbook for you on that website. Also, everything is instantly downloadable, so you just click on it and it comes to your inbox, and you can start cooking from it within minutes of wine. I'm going to say a quick hello to Jyoti ma'am, who is my English teacher from school, and James Nupur. So welcome to everybody that decided to spend their Tuesday morning with me, depending on what part of the world you're tuning in from. I do appreciate your love and support. My Instagram, queens_curry_kitchen, was hacked on Sunday, and I'm desperately trying to win it back as best as I can. But until then, please follow this page and turn on your notifications so that whenever we go live on this page, you will get a notification pop up on your screen, and then you can definitely come in and check out what's going on in my kitchen. Like always, for the people who are observing the holy month of Ramadan, may Allah accept all your prayers and sacrifices and all your fasting, and may it pass without any problems, and may you get what you desire. And for those people who are observing Navratri, like myself, Shubh Navratri to all of you. I hope and pray that the Mother Goddess will bless your homes and bless your hearts to become the best version of yourself. Okay, so with that, I do have to take leave, but I will be back with another recipe, with another video, with some kind of tips and tricks. I know there's always something bustling around here on this page. I've been a little bit MIA because I was just going through a lot of stuff that I had to sort out because of the hacking. But you know what, I'm very much here. If there is any recipe that you'd like me to make on the live, then definitely drop a comment in the comment below so that I will be able to pick it up and see it. Also, I'm not able to see all the comments, so if you're here but didn't say anything, then I probably don't know that you're tuned in. But I appreciate it, even though I can't see it because of the Facebook algorithm. I know that you're there, and if you are, then I appreciate your time and effort. Okay, so spread the word, let the tribe of flavor lovers grow, and if you found value in this page, give me a thumbs up, show some love on social media. If you make any of the recipes that we made on a regular basis, definitely tag me. You know the page, Queen's Curry Kitchen, and I am truly honored and blessed to have your company and your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Until another recipe, be blissful and be flavorful. I will see you real soon. Bye now and namaste. Before I log off, let me just quickly show you at what stage the food is. This is the sambar. It's almost ready to come off the stove. It's pretty much done. So I'm going to turn off my stove. This is done. The dal has been done for a while, so there's nothing else to do here. The potato and the pea curry is also done. This is what the pav bhaji is now looking like. It's boiling away to glory, and we will boil it further till it becomes completely soft and mushy. Okay, so these vegetables are still whole, so it's going to be at least a good 20 to 30 minutes before that happens. But you know, we've got time. I ain't trying to be anywhere. So thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next video, goodbye and God bless.